Back with another Big Ten football preview and predictions video. I've done a whole bunch of these. I'm trying to turn these out before the start of the season. And today, the Maryland Terrapins. So I have a playlist in the description, if I remember to put it there, of all the Big Ten teams that I've done predictions on already. It'll be a playlist in the description. I've done about 10 of them now. One of them is Indiana, and has no views yet, so for whatever reason. I guess that fan base is dead, because every other prediction video I've done has gotten views pretty quickly. I'm really proud of that Nebraska video. That got that got attention quickly. It's already almost 70 views, and in like 4 days, which I know that doesn't sound like much, but for me that is. That's quite a bit. But Maryland, let's get right into Maryland here. All right, so let me just show these first three. So Howard, win. Howard's not a competition to pretty much. This team would lose to Rutgers. That's saying something. Maryland wins big here against Howard. But then week 2 comes along against Syracuse Orange. Syracuse is a dangerous team. They're ranked. Maryland is not. This is going to be a loss here for Maryland. Syracuse is going to be a pretty good team this year, I think. It could be that team that gives a scare to Clemson even this year, which I don't think Clemson will lose to Syracuse. I really don't think Clemson will lose at all, but you never know. Syracuse could surprise. Syracuse should win by quite a bit here to Maryland. I'm sorry, Maryland fans. That's just how it is. But week 3, so you guys are 1-1 at this point. Week 3, you're going up against Temple at Temple. You get the win here, and you're 2-1. Pretty easy win here against Temple. Next is you have your bye week, and that's good because now you're done with preseason. What am I thinking? This is not the NFL. You've gone through the first 3 weeks through non-conference games. You have your bye week, and then you start up Big Ten play after your bye week. That's pretty good. That's pretty much what you want, and it's really good because it's right before you play a hard team, Penn State. So Penn State is going to the season 15th ranked. I think they're going to be pretty decent this year, but I don't want to say that they're really like rebuilding. They're kind of just going into a transition mode right now. So I'm gonna go with, but I'm still gonna go with Penn State because I still think they're the better team. But Maryland, you get them at home, so maybe you can try and scare them. And it's an 8 p.m. game. I think this honestly could be a good game. But I have Penn State winning here. So you guys are 2-2. Rutgers at Rutgers. Win here. I've done my Rutgers prediction video. You know where I think. If you've watched it, you know where I think they're going to go. Not far at all. But I will say, Rutgers is going to double their record this year. They're going to get double the wins. So, that's not saying anything, but they're going to double their wins in 2019 compared to 2018. Rutgers, loss. Wow, never thought I'd say that. Win here against Rutgers. Win big. Because when Maryland and Rutgers first came to the Big Ten, I believe Rutgers won that game against Maryland, and they played against each other in like the last game of the season or something like that. I don't know, but now Rutgers is just worthless, and Maryland is still kind of in it. I don't know. Maryland's on a much better level than Rutgers is though, so I got Maryland winning here. Pretty big. You guys are 3-2 with wins over Howard, Temple, and Rutgers. Not necessarily good teams, and your only 2 losses are to ranked teams. That's pretty good. Purdue. Now, this could go either way. Now, I'm going to go with Purdue here, but only because of Rondale Moore. And I know people are going to get mad at me about that, but Rondale Moore is fantastic. Every time I think of Purdue, And, like, I always have to put them in a chance for winning, especially against teams around their skill level, just because of Rondale Moore. Like, I would probably give you guys the win here. I don't know. Even if Rondale Moore was not on Purdue's team. He's fantastic. I loved watching him in the Ohio State game last year. It was really fun to watch him. But I'm going to go with Purdue here. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me about that, but that's just the way I think it's going to go. So at this point, you guys are 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3. You're 3 and 3. Indiana. That was my last prediction video, and you guys know if you watched it, I have Maryland winning here. So you guys are 4 and 3 now, Maryland. That's pretty darn good. 4 and 3, you're already off the. If you can win a couple more games, you'll have a better record than you had in 2018. Indiana, win here. I'm gonna give you guys the win here against Indiana. Minnesota, loss. I think Minnesota's gonna be a pretty decent team, maybe a 6-7 win team. Maybe. I don't know. I think they're going to end it with a better record this season than probably a team like Maryland. And I honestly think Minnesota is a pretty decent team. Indiana is not a decent team. I don't know what I was just thinking there. But I'm going to go with a loss here. You guys are 4 and 4. You guys are just you're really close to tying your record. You just need to win a couple more games here. Michigan. Well, loss. Michigan's going to be one of the best teams in the Big Ten this year. Probably one of the best in the country, in just in college football in general. So I got Michigan winning here, big. So you guys are 4 and 5. Oh my gosh. 4 and 6 now, because you're playing Ohio State and you're not gonna win because, well, one, it's Ohio State. They're another elite juggernaut. That is unfair, man. You gotta play Michigan and then you go right to Columbus and play Ohio State. That is unfair. Like that is unfair. But you guys are gonna lose here in Columbus. You're 4 and 6. Only need a couple more wins. Like you only need a couple more wins. You need to win your last 2. You have your bye week, and you're not going to because you're going to lose to Nebraska. I did my Nebraska video. It wouldn't really make sense to say Maryland wins here because I had Nebraska going pretty far. Man, that's still unfair. I mean, even after a bye week, you got to play Michigan, Ohio State, and Nebraska. And Nebraska, no, I don't know what you think about Nebraska, but I think they're going to go pretty far this year. I don't think they're going to win the Big Ten West, but I think they're going to come awfully close. I have you guys losing to Nebraska here. So now you went from 4 and 4 to 4 and 7. And it's only because you were playing 3 difficult teams. And now you're 5 and 7. Or I'm sorry. Wait, what? Wait, what do I have you guys? I completely. Okay, 1 and 0, 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 6, 4 and 7, 4 and 8. Gosh, I got you guys going 4 and 8. That doesn't seem right, man. I feel like you should have at least 5 wins. You know what? I'm going to change the Purdue game. I'm going to give you guys the win there just so I can get you guys that 5th win because I really want you guys to have that 5th win. Because really, honestly, that game could go either way, so it's not like it's a big deal to change it. I'm going to change that game. Even though it's at Purdue, I'm going to change that for you guys because I want you to have 5 wins there. I know. So nice of me, right? 5 and 7. At the worst, 4 and 8. Because I don't think you're going to be a 4 and 8 team. I think you're a good 5-7 team, 6 and 6 team. But anyways, that's the prediction video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I said in the last video, which Actually, none of you guys watched, so it's not like you heard me say it anyway. But in my Indiana video, I said that I was going to do Northwestern next, and I ended up not even uploading a second video yesterday because I don't know, I didn't feel like it. But I was going to do Northwestern next, but then I decided on Maryland last second, and then I was going to do but later today I'll do Purdue or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do Purdue, maybe I'll do Northwestern. I really don't know. I don't know why I don't want to do Northwestern. I mean, it's kind of hard to predict for them, to be honest. But anyways, once again, link in the description for the full playlist of all the Big Ten teams I've done a prediction on. Go check out my friend Steeler Dude 11. He's starting to upload more finally. Go subscribe to him if any of you guys are watching. Maybe I think I'll leave a link to his channel because he did an Iowa video. He uploaded just a little while ago. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. I also did an Iowa video myself, so you can watch both. See both of our predictions on them. So, anyways, that's it for night. Wow, that's it for now. I'll have another one either later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on how I feel about it. And I'll see you guys later. Like and subscribe.